Hello there, Lemonade Day participants. I'm Chris Rissy with Meteorite, and my team is the one who produced this for Junior Achievement in Lemonade Day. And I'm really excited to launch this for everyone. And here on the recording, I've got Manessa Nelson with Junior Achievement. Hi, Manessa.
Hi there. Thanks so much, Chris. You guys did an awesome job. Super excited to share this with everyone.
Well, thanks, Manessa. And so what we're going to do is we're going to walk through the new Junior Achievement Lemonade Day website and really pay close attention to the Lemonade Day Mentor console that's built into the website. How to get there, how to register for Lemonade Day, and then the actual pieces and sections within the Mentor console that allows participants, and especially the mentors, I can't underline that enough, to get the most out of Lemonade Day and building the right Lemonade Day business. So let's go ahead and get started with registering at the website. So what we've done here is we've gone to jalemonade.org, and if you're already on the website and see the homepage right here, you're in the right place. If you came by jalemonadeday.org, then you're even in a better place, and that is the Lemonade Day web page. That's all about the program and the official date, and really tells you what the kids are going to experience. A bit of the history. Something to point out here is the teacher the teacher resources. Did you have something to add, Manessa?
No, I just was enjoying your little lemon head.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're the lemonade head. Did you illustrate the official lemon head for Elkhart County?
I did. We wanted our own signature head, so we designed our own.
Well, awesome. So we've got Manessa, not only the director, but also a talented illustrator. This is an important section right here that I want to point out for educators in schools, for the teachers who are participating in the program. It talks about the correlation to, is it Common Core? Is that correct?
Yep. These are the standards. So they just outline what areas of the standards are covered by Lemonade Day in the mentor and the mentee guide curriculum.
Okay. Well, that information's there, and the links are there, so if you're an educator and want more information, you can grab it. Moving down the page, here's a big section that will be growing throughout this year's Lemonade Day, and that is the map. Now, this is a map of Elkhart County and a bit more of Michiana, but the little map pins on here will be all the locations that are registered and participating in Lemonade Day. So very important to get an account set up so you can enter your stand location, because if you're appearing on here, you're appearing through, or we know that you're going to be there so we can come and visit, but you'll also be seen by all of the visitors to the website. So yeah, we can finish scrolling through the page here and get to the final bit throughout this page, of course, is register for Lemonade Day. At the very bottom of the page, you can click to register, or you can share Lemonade Day with your fellow mentors and friends, maybe on social media, via email. But back at the top, let's go ahead and click the register button. Now, right away, whether or not you're on your desktop, tablet, or mobile device, you'll see Lemonade Day, My Account/register at the very top. But of course, it's also throughout the rest of this page and other sections of the website. But let's dive into it. Register. And the website then jumps over to the registration page. Now, keep in mind, if you do get to this page and you've already created your account, you can simply click on Go to My Account, and it'll take you to the login screen if you're not logged in. But for those who are just setting up their account for the first time, you will need to enter your name. So here I'll enter mine. I'm Chris Rissy. My email address. Let's go ahead and get that all in there. The username, and the username's important because this is how you can log back into your account. And if you're worried about forgetting any of this, it will be emailed to you. So you can keep that on file. So username, we'll just copy kind of what I've got for my email. And a real simple password for now. so it's easy to remember. And then the contact information. Well, I'm just making a test account right now, so my information is not necessarily that important. Let's see. So I've got the registration form filled out, and again, as another reminder, if you do forget your username and password, you can always reset it, but it does come via email for your reference, but it is also a good idea to write it down or maybe save it so that you can log in later. But once we have everything filled out, we can click Create My Account.
And so, Chris, just to be clear, and so folks know that when they register their account, is that them technically registering for Lemonade Day?
Yes, that is actually the first initial step with registering for Lemonade Day. Now, there are some other requirements that we would like for mentors and educators to provide to us so that we know what kids are on the team or what students are participating in this. Because that's all very important information, and we want to make sure that anybody who's participating who might be entering contests, that they get recognition where it's well deserved. So, so it's important that we know, and we can, now that we're logged into the account, we can start walking through this and really exploring where all that information is going to be provided.
Awesome.
Okay, so looking at the My Account page, it's Lemonade Day My Account, it'll welcome you. You've based upon the information you provided, you can always log out here. And if you did enter any information incorrectly or skipped out on some information beforehand, you can click on the Account Management button, which will take you to the Account Management form where you can make changes to that information, especially if maybe there was a typo or your information changes throughout the Lemonade Day program, that you can get that updated and current in the system. So let's jump back to the account page here. Now, right now, while we're recording this, we've got 67 days, 17 hours, 42 minutes, and 48 seconds to go. That might sound like a long time, but that is coming very, very quick. Wouldn't you agree?
Very quick.
Yes. And so that is there to let you know when the big day is coming. And it's May 20th, 2017 for this year. And for any year moving forward, that this information will be updated so you are aware. And again, if you create an account now, you can use the same account in the future. I think that's good information to point out. You don't have to recreate an account every year. You can come back, make changes to your team and get new information.
Oh, great.
So let's dive into this a little bit more now. We've got the Lemonade Day news. We don't have any news on here yet, but we've got news coming, and this information is going to be very timely about the contests, where there are additional events that the teams can participate in. Anything else there, Manessa, that I might be leaving out?
No, I think you about covered it. Anything new that's updated or any press release or local news, one might be highlighted on there from last year, years past, just to give people ideas. Okay. Yeah, it's our way to communicate to you, the mentor, about what's going on so you're aware of the right things and can make the most of Lemonade Day for your students and team. All right, now down just below the news is kind of the big section that we want to spend some time on here in this video, and this is the Lemonade Day Mentor Console. Everything that you need to be able to know to have a great
year in Lemonade Day and get the most out of it is going to be right here. So let's go ahead and just go through this piece by piece on what's important and what you need to know to really facilitate your team and have a great lemonade stand. The first thing that we'll point out is going to the overview. Now, if you click the link, it's going to take you right to it. And this basically explains how you need to operate within the guide for your Lemonade Day team. So a big thing to point out there is don't do it for them. This is supposed to be an education, a training for the kids and students to learn about running a small business and what they can gain from that. Now, this is to help you provide that education as well. That's what the whole guide and mentor console does. So a bit of your responsibilities are right here below that. And then again, for teachers, we have special guides, PDF downloads that you can access. So we'll go ahead and close that and jump back up to the mentor console. To the right of that, you can see default, I've got My Lemonade Business, and that's the default name for this. And I know that there are probably a lot of creative kids and mentors out there who have got great business names, and we want to know what those business names are. So, clicking on Edit Business Name will quickly take you over to the input where you can change your business name. So, since I'm here, we'll just call this Chris's Lemonade Day Business. And that's it. I can click Update Business Name. And there we go. So it says business name has been updated. And down here in the bottom corner, if you've noticed, or maybe not, there's a button here with a little guide icon. If you click on that, it will always take you back to the console no matter where you are on the page. So a little bit of convenience there. But anyways, my business name, I highlight it there, is now visible. So hopefully you and your team will be much more creative than I am. And isn't there going to be, I believe, a contest about creative business names?
Yeah, we are looking at how we're going to do that right now, how the voting is going to go for. Maybe we post it on Facebook, but more details are to come on that. But be sure to be creative when you're creating that name. And also, Chris, you might want to mention, or maybe, I don't know, you tell me, should kids be going through the steps on here interactively with the mentor, or should they?
Absolutely.
I mean, how do you recommend? Okay.
Absolutely. This shouldn't be hidden from the teams and students at all. This is designed for everyone who is participating in Lemonade Day. Most of the information here is to help the mentor, but having the students involved is really going to help them in the long run. So,
awesome.
And more on contests. Yes, more details will be coming along for the contests as those come together. So it's very important again to create an account here and watch for the Lemonade Day news, because if there are announcements about contests, this is where it's going to happen, as well as on the Facebook page. So anyways, moving on, the next block here is get a backpack. Now, if you don't have a backpack yet, then you'll want to pay attention to this section. So if we click on Learn More, this is going to tell us everything we need to know about those backpacks and where to get them. And Manessa, why don't you fill us in a little bit about the backpack?
Yeah, so the concept is that we provide you guys with the resources, and the mentors help guide the mentees through that. And inside that backpack will be a mentor guide, the entrepreneur workbook, either youth or teen edition, and then it'll have other resources that we have collected along the way, or that people in our area or sponsors have provided to us. So for example, last year we had a measuring spoon by one of our sponsors at ChemCrest, or Welch sponsored a little box that you could put out on your lemonade stand. So you're going to want to get these resources so you can kind of get a feel for what things are in the area. This is also another option to kind of just have something tangible. Kids keep everything, and it's a charge.
Okay. Well, thank you, Manessa. So, yes, and information that we have here, we have what's in the backpack, and that is, we're still finalizing that. That's going to be updated very soon. So by the time this video is published, this list here will be finalized. And then with the locations, the pickup locations, you'll be able to, we'll have a full list of locations and where to get them. So you can click on Get Directions to find your way there. So let's go ahead and close that, go back up to the console. And the next step that we need to pay attention to for Lemonade Day is your team. And again, as I stated previously, we need to know who's participating. So we want to know how many kids are in Lemonade Day every year, and make sure we know where they're at, and so we can try to find you guys on that day and come and celebrate Lemonade Day. So anyways, again, create your team. So if we click on edit and add students to our team, you can see right here, manage students. We can add a student. So click a button. And here's what we need to know. So we need to know first name, last name, and then the other required inputs are gender, grade, ethnicity, and school. And this kind of just gives us enough information about how we are, as a group, Lemonade Day, impacting the community with this event. So once we have a student added, and I skipped that part here, but I'll jump back down into it. But every student that you add will be listed in the student list. And if their information needs to be updated, you can do so right here. So one thing that we need to point out here is, while you do create an account as a mentor, you do need to make sure that you get your students registered as part of your team. And Manessa, I think you had a bit to add on that.
Yeah, this is really important. On our end, actually, this is what helps us obtain our funding and continue to get sponsors, is that registration process and those metrics. So this would be the area that's super important when you have a kid that's signed up, or you add someone at the last minute, even if it's the day before or the day of that come out. Please add them to this list so we can make sure that we get that information registered.
Yes, and again, going back to the contests, if your team is participating in the contests, we need to make sure that all of the students are recognized for their participation. And it just goes to their experience and everything. We want to make sure that the kids are getting a lot out of this, and so that recognition means a lot to them. Okay, well, we'll jump back up into this. Now, in your mentor guide that you would receive in a backpack, a lot of this information is laid out, and we can go through each and every step with you, but we really kind of want to point out just some different parts. The full guide is available, and you don't necessarily have to jump back up between each step in the guide, but there's actually a bit more in the website than there is in the guide. For it, as an example, here in step 3, finding an investor, we actually have a sample investor contract that you can copy and paste and hand to your investors as the contract. And I mean, I don't want to dive into the working of that, but this is a value add that we've put into this that you won't necessarily find in the guide. And there are a few other examples of that as well in the Mentor console. One thing that we should point out here in the Mentor console in regards to the steps is step 4, choose a location. So if we go to that step, there's a few things that we can point out here. Most importantly is add stand location. Now, what this does is this actually puts your stand location on the map that we showed earlier in the video on the Lemonade Day main page. And so what we'll need from you are the address, city, state, and zip code. But if the location has a specific name, meaning it's at a business location and maybe you're using the parking lot, or using the facilities in some way for your stand, that you can give the name of that location so it does stand out better on the map. So when people are coming to visit your location, they can look for that building and get there. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and add one. So let's see. I'm going to add the Goshen Courthouse. I think courthouse is one word. And that is 111 East Jefferson Street, Goshen, Indiana, 46528. 46528. There we go. All right, so I'm going to add the location here, and the system's now adding it to my account. There it is. It says stand location has been updated. I can go back to the console, go to step 4, and we can see, yep, there it is. Stand location now appears here. Now, one thing, as I mentioned, it will now appear on the map. I'm going to jump out of my account, and there it is. I can zoom in. There it is, Goshen Courthouse. So quick and painless, it is now added to the map for everyone to see. And I can jump back into my account right away. Going back to step 4 quickly, here's a new item that you won't be able to find in the guide. And Vanessa, do you want to talk about the reserved location sign?
Yeah, so among getting an investor to help sponsor your stand for budgeting purposes, you'll want to get a location ahead of time and not necessarily the day of. So in planning for a location, you want to make sure that you're finding a place that's going to have some high traffic, and it also may become a site other people are interested in. So in helping to kind of separate some of the lemonade day stands so they're not on one site or in one corner, we've decided to create a reserved location sign. So when you reserve your location, whether it is a Walgreens or it's a park or it's an event, you can actually try and find a place or in the window of the store to put up this reserved location sign, which I think will help for anybody for future trying to find a place that could be in the area. They know maybe where not to look. So this will help you.
Yes, it's important to print this out and work out an arrangement with your location to show this sign, because it is a promotion, an advertisement that you will be there, your stand will be there, your team will be there participating in Lemonade Day. But it also, again, as Vanessa said, it helps competitors know that that place is already taken. So they have to look elsewhere. So sorry, competitors. All right. So let's jump back up into the console again. And one thing that we've kind of talked about repeatedly here is the contests. And with the contests, we can click View Contests. Right here is where all the information will be provided for those contests. And again, as Vanessa said, that information is on its way. We will be making announcements you can watch for in the news section, as well as on the Facebook page. But when it comes time for registering, you will need to register for those contests, and the details will be provided. So keep an eye out for that. That's very important, because it's a way for kids to actually earn beyond what they can potentially earn for Lemonade Day. So there are, I don't want to, spoil the surprise yet, but that is a very good way to kind of have the icing on the cake of Lemonade Day.
Well, I think also too, it advertises a little bit earlier for you, so it gives you a little more recognition ahead of time so that you can share with people, hey, I'm going to be on the corner of such and such road at this time, so don't forget, if you like raspberry lemonade, you can come here. So that's kind of a nice little pre-advertising.
Yes. And the contests we have listed so far are the best tasting contest, the business results contest, which we'll get into here in just a moment, the best lemonade stand, which will require us to be able to see the Lemonade Day stand, so make sure you're taking pictures. And then again, as I mentioned earlier in the video, best business name contest. So, and possibly more. Who knows? We like to celebrate Lemonade Day, so if there are more contests, we will, of course, announce those. All right, so back up in the Mentor console here. One thing that's very important, and I alluded to earlier, was the business results in accounting. And so step 12 is actually where you go for entering your business results. And that really lets you know and us know how well you did individually, but as a whole for Lemonade Day. We want to know how well all of the stands did across the county, as well as
across the U.S. So whoever becomes the entrepreneur of Elkhart will be recognized then at nationals in Houston, Texas. And so that's super important for us to get that data so that we can really advertise that winner and brag about them. And then also they're recognized at our breakfast on June
20th. It's very important to be able to enter your business results form. So after Lemonade Day has come to an end, you can jump back into your account and enter your results, and that information will then be sent our way, and it's really an automatic entry then into the business results contest.
Mm-hmm. It is.
One last thing that we'll add here, though, after you've submitted your business results form, just below that, we want to know a lot about your experience with Lemonade Day. You know, we want to hear that story, what the kids learned, maybe what some of the challenges were, and the wins, the quick wins that really inspired them. So you can click on My Lemonade Day story and enter that information and send it back to us as a team. Okay, well, I think that really caps a good overview for the Lemonade Day Mentor Console. And as always, feel free to reach out to the Lemonade Day committee and core group, because we want to answer any questions that you might have about Lemonade Day, about the website and the console, because we, of course, want to improve this and make sure that it's easy for mentors to use, the students get the most out of it, and that everybody's having a great time with Lemonade Day. Anything to add, Vanessa?
No, I think this is a great resource this year, and we're super excited to share it with everyone. And Chris, thank you to your team and all for setting this up and pulling it together. If anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out, of course.
Okay, well then that's it. So good luck on Lemonade Day, and of course, at the time of this video, 67 days. So, time's ticking away.
It is. Good luck.
Yep, good luck, and we can't wait to see you on Lemonade Day.